Hi guys, I'm Avantika Kansal and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I have Dr. Shikhar Gupta with us, who's a junior resident at Lok Nayak Hospital. Hi, welcome Shikhar.
Hi, Avantika.
And today we are going to discuss about COVID third wave, the new variants and its mutations. So, Dr. Shikhar, very recently a new strain has been found in Africa, the new Omicron strain. So how dangerous do you think it is, and what makes it different from other strains that we have already seen in the past?
So, this Omicron strain, the latest strain, which has been declared a variant of concern by WHO very recently, was discovered in Africa. So,
Hmm.
now let's start with how it is different from the other variants. Basically, it has 50 mutations, 30 of which are on the spike proteins. In
Okay.
easier words, spike proteins are exactly that part of our body through which these viruses can enter our cells, and that is exactly the place where our vaccines are also working. So that is
Okay.
why it is of concern, because these many variations might just turn out to be very dangerous. As for the infectivity and how severe it can get, we are still a few weeks away from commenting on how strongly it's going to affect us.
Right. So it has been very recently found in Africa, but I'm not sure if Africa has reported any deaths regarding this variant, or is it a very massive spread in Africa? I am not sure if it is that big of an outbreak, but definitely it seems to be a dangerous variant.
So it came into notice because all the recent cases, most of the recent cases in Africa turned out to be from this particular strain only. First
Okay.
reported, there were around 77 to 78 cases in Africa alone.
Hmm.
So that is why, it came into news.
Okay. Okay. That's the reason. Fine. So, there are few countries who have stopped their foreign travel ever since this variant has been known to the entire world. So, I mean, is the traveling is still on for Africa as well, or people have stopped moving from Africa? I mean, people are contained in Africa only.
Okay, so it's not yet contained in Africa only. It is spread to nine other countries that include Belgium, United Kingdom, Hong Kong, Israel, Germany, and a few other countries. So
Okay.
everybody is taking measures to control the spread. Like Israel has, blocked off all their entry points. There is no tourism or entry or exit from the country starting from today evening itself.
Yes.
Again, when you talk about the United Kingdom, they have implemented travel restrictions, home isolation, and now following this, all other countries have so slowly stopped, travel from Africa. Special screening of these people, and the advisories are if you're traveling from Africa, and even if you're not tested positive, you are supposed to home isolate and get tested again. So that is how all the countries are following suit.
So if we can say that the traveling has not stopped. It is just everyone is taking the measures, the precautions as of now, and getting tested properly.
Yeah, that's true. You can travel, except
Only
for Africa, you can
Israel
travel to
is
most of the places.
a case where foreign travel has stopped for now. I think today only they stopped it. Rest everything is going on fine uh, in the
Yeah,
rest of the
that
countries.
yeah, that's just for Israel. Every other country you can travel to right now. You just
For
have to
right
follow
now
the
it is
norms.
there, but I think in future, maybe a month, we'll get to know more about this virus, right now
Yeah,
I think it is not that spread, and no one knows exactly that how difficult it could be.
exactly. So declaring it a variant of concern is for the countries to, tighten their norms a little, be more cautious about it, and evaluate the cases as and when they come. That's all. But life has is supposed to go as usual.
Right. Okay, so Shikha, now coming to India, I just want to understand one thing. While we were in August and September, we were anticipating a wave. It was only an anticipation that a wave could hit somewhere around October or November, which might affect children as such in majority. But that was only a speculation, and touch wood, that never happened. But now going forward, I just want to understand that there's an outbreak of a new variant. Also, third wave has been anticipated from a very long time, but it hasn't come to India so far. So I just want to understand one thing: is this virus uh, can it travel to India? Which I think it might travel to India. Time will tell. But also, yeah, you tell me.
So I'll just explain it from the very beginning. The speculation was that the younger generation, the 18 and below people, are at a higher risk of infection because they're not being able to be immunized. Okay,
Hmm.
so without immunization, they're stood at a higher risk from the virus. That is the speculation, and the speculation that it can affect the younger kids now. Thankfully, it did not happen,
Hmm.
and we hope it does not happen. And and as for the new virus traveling to India, yeah, it's a very strong possibility. Like the United States, the health secretary there has said that there's a very strong possibility that the virus is already in the United States. But then we are prepared, we are immunized, and we are hoping that it does not reach that kind of severity that it affects our everyday life.
Right. Like, what happened during the second wave. But at the same time, coming to the immunity of the entire population, I want to understand how effective are vaccinations during, such different variants coming in and such different mutations coming of such different variants.
Okay, so we'll start with a very basic thing that the vaccination was never intended to prevent the infection. It was always aimed at reducing the severity as well as the deaths caused by the infection. Now, all the vaccines have been designed in
Mm.
the keeping in mind that there might be new mutations, changes. The virus might evolve, so these do have a chance of standing strong against the new virus as well. But that is again, only time will tell how will the vaccines adapt to the new virus or not. Okay.
Right. And also, I just have one question in my mind. I have heard a lot of people asking me and, telling me that the efficacy of a vaccination is only from 6 months to an year since it has been taken. So is it true, or again, there's maybe it's just a speculation, and probably there's no proper study on that. I just want to understand that.
So more or less, it's a speculation or a word of mouth right
Hmm.
now, because to actually know the how long the vaccine would be effective, you actually need to do a proper study, and that study is going to take a lot of time, a lot of subjects, and a lot of observation.
Hmm.
And till date, we don't really have that much of a significant amount of research papers to actually implement something that advises that the third dose should be given or a repeat dosage after an year or a half should be done. So right
Hmm.
now we are sticking to that, that this vaccine is going to survive for some time. See, the vaccine is a little different from those vaccines that we used to get as kids that used to, provide immunity throughout
Yeah,
our
throughout our
lives.
lives.
Okay. Yeah. So these are not like BCG injections as such, but how long they can work is still something that people are working on and studying and researching about. So we'll know in a few weeks or months that when should we get a next jab of this injection.
Okay. Like I remember probably somewhere around July, a few countries had come up with this idea that a third dose should be given to 60 plus people who are above 60 years. I don't know. I think Russia came up with this policy, and there was one more country, a country of Middle East, I remember. But I think it was just a suggestion. They never got through this. So
Again,
maybe. Hmm.
a lot of suggestions can be made, but since there's no scientific backing to it, it was never implemented.
It was
And
never
again, you
implemented.
have to, yeah, you have to understand that vaccine is still is not like in that kind of abundance. for a country like India. We're
Hmm.
still trying to cut corners and make it possible for even the 18 above age, everyone should get a vaccine. So thinking of a third dose is a little, far off right now, and without any scientific backing, it is literally a speculation or something. You just want to blindly follow if you want to, but there's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
benefit as such like that we know of right now.
So there is no point as of now till the time, a proper, probably a study is done on this. Okay, Shikhar, now coming, I just want to summarize it in a way that as far as I know that Russia is also having an outbreak of COVID. China is also having an outbreak of COVID, and a lot of people are saying that it could be third wave which has started in these countries. And again, our new variant has also been found in Africa. So clubbing everything together, I want to understand that how are the chances of third wave hitting India?
Okay, as of Russia and China, so there are few cities in these countries that are seeing a rise in cases. That is why they're
Right.
saying, there's an outbreak in this particular city. But when you talk about it in news and looking at a global scale, you'll say, there's an outbreak and there's an outbreak in China and Russia.
Hmm.
It's an outbreak in a few cities, not a wave per se, like the ones we saw in India and the other countries, during the second wave.
Hmm.
So that's not a wave, and that is not that big a concern right now.
Hmm.
Okay. As for the new variant, it's still too early to actually comment about how it's going to affect us.
Hmm.
Uh, and even India is following the travel restrictions. We recently, in the morning, there was advisory from the Maharashtra government
Hmm.
that any person arriving, international traveler arriving in Mumbai who has traveled to Africa in the last 15 days has to go through a mandatory RT-PCR and has to isolate for 2 days by the time report comes.
Hmm.
Similarly, Karnataka has called off all the public functions and all for the next 2 months till the new guidelines are released. So we are taking our precautions, but as of now, there's no particular evidence that the third wave is coming.
Yeah, so of course, because we have suffered a lot, I think, in last 2 years, so everyone is taking a precaution. But for now, we can say that there is no 100% guarantee that, third wave will come or will not come. So only time will tell. But otherwise, if I have to ask, how is the condition in India as of now? I mean, how has the condition improvised since July? Because it's been, 5 months. Since the second wave was dying down and it died down. So how have we been progressing in terms of, getting to our normal life and getting everyone vaccinated and all those things?
Okay, so a lot of tough lessons were learned from the first and the second wave, and
I
see
think
the both
more
the center
from
and
the second
the
wave
second
as
wave.
compared to the first wave. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
initial 1 year still went fine for most of the people. They were quarantined working from home, but not such a ruckus happened like what happened in April and May uh,
yeah.
this year.
So basically, the center and the state has been working, tirelessly towards making amends to the problems they saw during the second wave. Like, a very common thing that we always heard was the oxygen deficiency in those, cities. Even
Yes.
so a lot of the hospitals now have their own oxygen plants and more supply of oxygen beds, ICU facilities. Even at our own hospital, like Loknayak Hospital, we have a separate 500 bed facility, that is the ICU facility for COVID patients. If a wave comes, then we should be prepared for it, and not like just our hospital. A lot of our a lot of hospitals across the country are on standby and like prepared for a third wave if and when it comes. So on a preparedness, we are doing better than the last wave. So
Hmm.
let's see how it works out when the actual wave comes.
Right. And also, I think I'm sure that the government is putting up with a lot of oxygen plants and everything, which was not done during the second wave. So they are preparing towards that. It could be an emergency anytime. But if we have to say for now, saying as on 28th November 2021, I think we are fairly, I think in decent times where we have people, most of them are vaccinated, and even children now are getting vaccination, right, below
Yeah,
18.
this is good. Right now,
Hmm.
yeah. So right now we're in a really good place. Okay, on paper as well, it looks good that we are prepared. We have facilities for everything.
Hmm.
The COVID time helped develop our healthcare system a lot as well. So not just for COVID, we have advanced a lot for other disorders, diseases as well. And with
Yeah.
the vaccination drives increasing and a lot of people turning up to get vaccinated, the government intensifying its programs. It's a good place to say that right now we're in a safe place
Hmm.
uh, till things don't work out. But yeah, if we take all the precautions, follow the norms, things look good right now.
Yeah, but then, if I say about the current situation in Delhi NCR and up to a certain extent in North India, people are back to square one, like they're back to their normal life, they're partying, big weddings are happening. There is no limit to the number of guests anymore, and everything has opened up from restaurants to bar. Everyone has got back their licenses and everything. People are back in
Yeah,
metro, so metro is also running to the full capacity, and people are also back to offices now, which had not happened during the entire first wave. Like 1 year people were not supposed to go to most of the places, they were not allowed to go to the offices. But post second wave, because a lot of people have gotten vaccination, they have started going to offices also, August, September. So if I see from my perspective, we are back to a very normal life, a very normal life. Yeah, we are taking precautions in terms of wearing mask and probably sanitizing ourselves properly. Also, I believe we are vaccinated and our immunity has developed to a certain level. But I don't know if this is how precautions should look like, or maybe we should take more precautions in terms of, because right now everywhere you go and see there is a huge crowd. Even on Diwali there was a huge crowd.
yeah.
There are huge gatherings again. So I mean, do you think because we are meeting more, we are socializing more, and things are back to square one, it could also lead to COVID third wave in some manner? Because there was a speculation in between. Just a minute, sorry, my screen went. There was a speculation in between during Diwali that it might, the cases might spike up, which never happened
Yeah.
though. But just to understand that this is the right way to lead life during COVID, because COVID has not gone. It is still there, very
Yeah,
much there.
it's still there.
Yeah. Or should we,
Okay.
take more precautions in our daily lives?
See, opening of offices, cafes, restaurants. This was a move because economy cannot work from home. See,
Yeah,
people
you're
need
right.
to work, people need to get out. A lot of people, run on daily wages as well. So you had to do this eventually. The government and the healthcare system thought vaccination was the way through. Vaccinate people.
Hmm.
Even you go to restaurants and like you order and they have this certificate and they would advertise that all of our staff is vaccinated. So there's a reduced chance of like the spread of the disease. I agree the virus is still out there and
Yeah,
there's
and
always
also
a
they have schemes of discount if you show them that you are fully vaccinated.
yeah,
It was, I
exactly.
think, it was there in August and September. I think by now everyone is anyway fully vaccinated.
Yeah, most of people are because the awareness has come through that you should get vaccinated.
Hmm.
And your second wave was an eye opener for people to like at least let's get a vaccine if it's
Hmm.
available. As for the safety things and the safety precautions, it has come down to a personal level. And the government has not ruled out that you should not wear a mask or you should not follow social distancing. It is still in place. You will get fined. At least in our daily NCR, you can still get fined for not wearing a mask in public. So it's on a personal note, we need to ensure that we wear masks, we follow, safe distance, we follow the hand hygiene. We cannot blame the government or the authorities for everything. This is at a level that we have to take care of, at our own. So the precautions and everything has to come from us now. Even if you're gathering, wear a mask. Try and be safe. So we don't believe. You should not believe that there is not an outbreak or not a third wave. We're not sure a third wave. See, as for the wave, nobody sees it coming. It just comes. In a day, two, three. There's a sudden spike of cases and there's a spread, and in a week or so, then you have thousands and hundreds of thousands, and the new wave is there. So you can't see it coming from a distance right now. So just be safe. Think of it, even without a wave, there are cases, every day, even in our city, we see 20, 30 cases coming up every day. Why do you want to be those 20, 30 people? Take the
Yeah,
precautions and, be safe, be healthy.
yeah, absolutely.
That's that.
Okay, so thanks a lot, Dr. Shikhar. I think now we'll be better prepared for the third wave if it comes. If it doesn't come, then also we are better prepared for COVID till the time it is there in our lives. So thank you a lot for letting us through and giving us all the insights of COVID and what's going on in our country and world as of now. I hope to,
Yeah.
discuss with you soon, maybe in another 3, 4 months, how things, once, we are past all these variants and everything, how things went and how everything took off.
Yeah, I really hope in a few months, we are in a way better place than this. That would be
Hmm.
really good. And yeah, I would love to answer all your questions then as
Yeah,
well.
hopefully by then COVID is gone and we
And
are
let's
back
hope
to
so.
how it was till 2019.
Yeah.
ठीक है.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.